Hey, so I wanted to tell a story about the first time I tripped DMT, dimethyltryptamine. So it was a couple months before my 18th birthday. I was still in high school. I was doing mall school, like at this mall. You did it online and stuff. It was really cool. I love that school. But so I started seeing this really cool guy that I met on Facebook. Uh, and he had like a lot of mutual friends. A lot of people said he's good to go. He's good to hang out with and stuff. So I think we had like one date, and then he told me about DMT. He was like, "Do you want Because we both smoked weed and stuff. He's into cars, and he washed vans, and he knows all these celebrities and shit. He's really cool. So I think it was our second date. I got to stay at his house for the whole weekend, and it was really sweet. No, this was right after. No, this was after I turned 18. Like right after I turned 18. But our first date was before I was 18, and I found out about the DMT, and he was like, "All right, well, we gotta try it sometime," because I didn't know much about it. He was just like, "It's like the strongest hallucinogen in the world." Of course, I'm down to try it. So during these couple months, I did all this research on it. They say you leave this reality literally. You go and meet aliens and meet God. You actually leave your body, which is different than acid or any other hallucinogen. Like, you actually go somewhere else. So he was and they said it's different for every person. I mean, you just don't know. Like, you could well, I'll explain mine. But so what happened? Yeah. So it was like right after a couple of days after my 18th birthday. I went to go stay at his house for the weekend, and it was really sweet. The first day we went to Las Palmas. We had enchiladas, and then we went and did indoor go-karting. That was really fun. And I think it was that night. That was the first time I heard DJ Paul's KOM album. He had these really cool bass in his car. It was like boom, like it was and I got hooked on that album for life. And then yeah, just like every other album, but no. Anyways, yeah, I think we got stoned, and then he was like, "All right, we're gonna go pick up the DMT." So we went to this hippie's house, kind of far away, jammed out to all these cool songs, and we got there, and they were really chillax, and there was like this Rastafarian guy, and we smoked some weed there, and they were talking about they're reminiscing about their last trip together, and I don't know, I think they were kind of just like trying to give me a feel, because they were excited about someone new trying something like that. Such a special experience, unique experience. It'll never leave you the same. And I think that was preparing me for, like, I had no idea what I was in for. But I've been studying it, and I was excited. I was just like, oh my God. Like, I knew it was going to be something like that, but didn't know it was going to be like that. Like, so he pulled out this jar of like this. It was like this white, soft, cottony substance. It was like a real fluffy powder. We got like $60 worth of it. It was like enough for a long time. Like, I don't know. It didn't take much. We got back to his house, and he was like, "All right, we're gonna do it in the car, because you want to be in a small space, like especially your first time not going anywhere, because if you could freak out, it could be dangerous." So, but and you need a trip sitter. You just need one to do it. Um, so I watched. He was like, "All right, I'm gonna do mine first." It only lasts like 15 minutes, but it feels like a whole lifetime. Like you travel time. Like literally, you've come in contact with technology that is just is nothing like this realm. Like you don't. It's hard to. I don't know. Cause time doesn't make sense there. But so I watched him do it. He was real calm the whole time. Like he just it was a dab rig, and you take the powder and you heat up the dab rig, and he took like I think 2 or 3 big hits and then just laid back for like 15 minutes. And I just watched him, and he didn't say anything the whole time. He was silent. And when he came back, he was like, okay. Like it was like he was like done it a million times. Like it looked really calm and relaxing, but I don't remember much. But yeah, he was like, yeah, they told me not to come back again for a long time because I think he'd done it a lot of times before or something. But he was really, really cool, like really chill. So oh yeah, this is my first trip. There was a second one the next day, which I'll make in the next video. But and the second one was crazier, but um, I don't know. So he was like, "All right, it's your turn." I was so nervous, so I only took one big hit. I only needed one. It dropped a whole bunch in there, and it kind of tasted. It had this really, really sharp, like thick, bitter taste to it. And you just hold it. He told me to take it in, hold it in as long as I could. It kind of burns, not as much as weed, but it was different. It was like in between weed and a cigarette, kind of. I holded it in, and then my everything turned pixelated, leaned back immediately, and and then I just immediately came in contact with this like tribal, like Egyptian type feeling face. It was this big face made of patterns, and it was just like it was almost like it was mirroring me, like we were like, and it was just this sound like, and I could feel the heat. It was like being inside of a computer, like everything was lit up like a computer, and it was just this giant face, like mirroring me. It was almost like he was showing me myself. Like it was cool, but he was like, "Oh, this chick is weird," kind of. But he was like, "I fuck with her for a minute," and we were laughing. And then he scared me, and we'd be like, "Whoa!" and then um, and then I got scared. And I got too scared. I opened my eyes, and then he was like, close your eyes again. Got more to show you. So I closed my eyes, and then um, it was like my head turned into. I was like this elf. It was like I was like this like fairy elf, and my head was attached to a spring. It was just a box, and there was a spring in my head, and it was a cartoon. I was a cartoon. I was looking at myself, but I was still me at the same time. But it was like I could see all the way around myself. Like it was crazy, and there was these little gnome guys, like these little like they were literally like these little gnome elves on either side of my ear, and there was cranks on both sides of my ear, and they were going dun, 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 and they were turning my head, and then my head would go, it would pop up like, and I would be laughing, and I would come back down, and I would look all tired and confused, and they just kept doing that. It was like 5 times that they did that, and I could see that it was supposed to mean something. Like I think it had to do a lot to do with this all the speed that I was using in my life. Like, I think that that's what the message might have been about. Like, mm, how all the quick come ups and and crashes, and how I could never get like a kind of a level, a stability in my life. Um, so then once that was done, then uh, I opened my eyes, and my friend, he was like this like Sonic, like Futurama looking robot character, and we were driving through space, and it was like I was from a different realm. Like I was from like the old times or something. Like I was like a kid that ran away, and then I met this creature, him, and it took me and went to another magical universe, and it was like, I don't know, it was crazy. But yeah, it was like my first time being in a spaceship, and so we were sightseeing, and it was like we were on a date. It was really cool, and I wasn't supposed to be there, but and then okay, then I for some reason I just did this. I don't know why. I was like I looked in the mirror. I gotta look in the mirror, and I turned into a little tiny floating genie, like this yellow genie, and I really became this little yellow genie, and I was sparkling, and then and then all the trees outside turned into genies, and they were like, "Whoa, we're happy you're here, la 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 la," and there was all these cool creatures. It was like a Disney movie, and then my friend turned into, it was like he turned into like this like wild beast, like this sexy beast thing. It was almost like he was the devil or something, but like a hot devil. It was weird. I don't know. He was like a ram man. He was like a lamb combined with a man. And everything was lit up still. The whole time it was like inside a computer. Like